Realm4D6. Welcome to Realm4D6. Tonight we will be once again journeying through the realm of Eralia with the Deepstorm Troopers for the realm. Huzzah!
Huzzah!
Alright, let's see here.
You were so determined to touch every tip.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh wait, hold on. While he's doing that, I'm gonna.
Welcome, stream.
Oh,
And
yes,
YouTube.
the candles.
Should I have my stuff pulled up already?
For the last time ever.
Here.
Yeah, give us that mood set. Give us that mood set.
Excuse me. Okay. So, I won't bother redrawing everything out there, but last we left off, you guys had learned the name of this scraggly-looking halfling male you had encountered in the village of Midshell. After fending off these aquatic creatures that you had fought with, and as I said, fended off, he told you his name was Bellister Dorn. He is this random civilian who happened to survive this attack. Pointed you in the direction of a cove north of the village. You guys had found the cove, entered accordingly. After making your way through a tunnel, a cave, filled with these fungal-like protrusions that seem to emit this spore-filled gas, affected Klaus immediately, but he was quickly restored by his warlock friend. Making your way into a large cavern, you saw nothing but a cauldron brewing at first. A woman approached, seemingly... wow, my brain just went completely dead.
She was beautiful and young.
She was a beautiful woman, but she had these clothes on that were a bit tattered. Immediately not being trusted, was, I believe, shot at by Gore. And revealed eventually her true form. You were set upon by not only her, but two other female creatures. You guys pretty much fought some hags. And now after two of you going down, it was a very close battle, I will say. A hard fought. You now have the purple hag cornered. I do remember the initiative order, but she is she is very weak, and I believe her last words were along, like, stream and YouTube comments can correct me, but were along the lines of, why did you all come here? She's bleeding. You all literally have got her cornered.
We are looking for the people of Midshell.
Karen just...
I cast Zone of Truth.
Okay, what kind of save was that?
Wisdom save.
What have you done with them?
Hold on a second.
I assume that's a good question.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
What's the save?
18.
Oh yeah, she fails. You know this. So she now is under the effect of your Zone of Truth spell. And you asked what happened to the people
Of Midshell.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. It's a charisma saving throw.
Yeah, she still fails.
Okay.
She says, these truth spells are always so tricky for me.
Just tell us the truth.
You can no longer find them.
Ah, fuck.
Now you answer me. Why did you come here
Gorshoot.
and disturb our coven?
I just told you.
It
Gore
doesn't look
answer
like
you
much of
if
a
you
coven
answer.
now.
Gore answer you if you answer Gore. And Agarcus.
How weak does she look?
I told you she's got this like thick, almost like greenish purple blood dripping from her. She's been beat up pretty bad. You guys fucked him up.
Okay.
Fuck him up.
Alright, well, I'm gonna kick her down.
I'm pretty sure
with
they're
my
dead,
foot.
guys.
I'm gonna kick her in the chest and try to kick her on the ground.
Make an athletics check.
Okay.
You're attempting to shove her and use it to knock her prone.
Yeah.
Would you roll?
17.
17. She rolled a natural 19.
Fuck.
So as you do go to kick her, and it makes an impact, but it doesn't necessarily push her down. Like, she's still weakened. She like kind of like and
where are the people in mid-show?
Can I grapple her?
I'd advise you give us a straightforward answer. It's not going to get easier for you.
I want to like put her in a full Nelson.
one at a time. Go
I
ahead.
guess intimidation checks.
Yeah, just make intimidation. I'll say with advantage.
Okay. You can roll as well. If you like.
Sure.
Well, it's all right.
Go ahead and make an athletics check again. Not again. Yeah, she's probably
I mean, that's a 16. I don't know what he got. I got a
Athletics?
16.
It's
athletics,
a 9.
yes.
That is
Nine is
a
better than that.
24.
Yeah, you definitely. She rolled a natural 8. So Sentinel swiftly grabs her up, puts her in a full Nelson with you guys in her face. She's like, and she tries to struggle, but she's just too weak. Excuse me. She we used them for our ritual.
What was the ritual?
She just kind of chuckles. Malgubiet will roam the material plane once more.
Can I roll like a knowledge religion?
Go ahead,
on
yeah.
that? Like, is religion okay?
Yeah,
I guess
perfect.
I'm
Check that.
If any of you...
What did you say his or her name was?
Maldubiet?
Malgubiet.
Oh, wait, I know who. Okay, I don't. In character, I don't know if I know this, but I know.
Go ahead, yeah.
Oh, yeah, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Yes.
13?
New dice. Let's go.
With natural 20 over there, probably.
17.
Yeah, this is very familiar to you guys. You would recognize...
The hobgoblins from the other place, I forgot!
Right.
would recognize the name Malgubiet.
I just remembered.
It is basically the god, whatever, that the hobgoblins worship. With 7... What'd you roll?
I rolled a 13.
13 is 17. It was you, I believe, before who had learned this knowledge from your studies or something along those lines.
It was
a while ago.
Yeah.
But as a real quick refresher, he's basically Malgubiet. Basically rules over a plane that is just an endless battle, and hobgoblins believe that when they die, they join his army basically to fight in this never-ending battle.
Okay, I'm starting to piece together what's going on in this.
So that's what she tells you. And she's going to attempt to break your grapple.
Eldritch Blast.
Go and roll a athletics check to keep it up.
That's a 13.
Yeah, she struggles, but you tighten her grip. You can kind of hear her shoulders begin to like...
I mean, I'm 100% just want to Eldritch Blast her. Like, she gave us her information.
Yeah, if you're going to do it, do it.
Yeah, it's fucking... She dies.
You said you were going to do it.
If she dies, she dies.
Roll an attack.
Well, I think I missed.
You get advantage. He's grappling.
Yeah,
Fair.
technically she's restrained. You would get advantage.
Hey, thanks. 17?
That just hits.
Good. Maybe she'll fucking die.
Roll raw damage.
Sorry, I'm still learning some of my more
It's
obscure
a
dice.
D10.
Yeah, it's a little harder to tell.
Oh, shit.
First one, it's only 6 damage.
6 points of force damage as you...
Yeah.
It blasts into her chest, leaving kind of like a black sort of like
I
scorch
get
mark.
2 beams.
And she's
Even
looking...
from that first one. She's eating the second.
You hear the breath like... and like a little bit of blood comes out, and she's just like... She's giving everything. She's like, release me, and I will grant you favor with him.
Are you gonna shoot the second one?
Yeah, I am not encouraged.
If you're gonna
by
do
that.
something before
you
you do
guys,
this,
you
whenever
guys want
she
to try
said-
to stop me? Because
Yeah, whenever he does that, I'm gonna use thaumaturgy, and like I'm gonna make the place kind of like rumble, and my voice is gonna like bellow a little bit, and I'm gonna say, "Tell us how we can stop him."
Go ahead and make an intimidation check. Once again with advantage because she's fucking surrounded by you guys.
Okay, so 17 plus...
you better hope she answers this last one because she's about to die.
26.
26. Okay. Even with 26, she just once again like, you fools. There will be nothing you can do once he enters the plane. He will
Mage
roll
hand
over all
choke.
of us.
I still got to
Okay.
do the second beam here.
Go.
I don't think you can choke people with Mage Hand, but for this, I'll allow it.
Well, I mean, you can
I'll just make-
move like 10-pound objects, right? So you can apply that much pressure. I don't know if that
So
would
like
choke
10 pounds
somebody,
of force.
but
Probably
Sure,
not.
yeah.
more like a firm caress
But-
on the neck.
That may.
I will firmly caress
Yeah.
the neck.
Yeah, go ahead. If you're gonna do it, your Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, okay, I rolled a 19.
Yeah, it hits.
All right.
Gore's gonna-
No need to roll damage. How do
That's 10,
you
yeah.
want to finish her off?
Just like the first one hit her in the chest, second one's gonna hit her right in the head. Inscribe that mark on her from my patron, from the Kingdom of Arcadia.
You release this like bluish, cloudy ball of energy right into her face. Immediately, she falls limp in your arms.
I just drop her.
She smacks around. You can see her face. It looks like she was just pounded in the face by like a hammer, and you can see the mark of Arcadia on her forehead. And she's dead.
I doubt they'll welcome her to
gonna-
Arcadia, but who knows?
I'm gonna start searching for like clues of any
Yeah, all of
anybody
you.
who's around.
All of you go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Yeah, I definitely want to check out that cauldron. They're probably all dead. Oh boy, that's not good.
Nope.
Oof.
Ooh.
That's an 11.
There's a lot of oofs going around here. That's a 7.
That's a 11 as well. Or wait, sorry, that's 9. 9.
10.
9.
10. What'd you roll?
11.
Jeez.
Hello.
A lot of big oofs.
Yeah.
Okay, first of all, when it comes to Realm of Clues, searching the sort of raised plateau in the middle of this cavern, you find the cauldron. You find a few what looks to be almost like a small like traveling pouches, satchels. You can only there's 3 of them, so you can imagine it was worn by the 3 hags that you guys fought. Nothing in particular in them. You find strange like alchemical ingredients. Like one of them you find like a small carving knife. You can only assume that these were used for ritual purposes, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. The cauldron itself, it is a boiling.
Does it have a heat source?
Well, by now there was a pretty like somewhat roaring medium-sized fire, and by now it is starting to die down. So the cavern isn't as illuminated as it was when you guys first entered. Now this has sort of died down. I would have you, whoever wishes to investigate the contents of the cauldron, excuse me, I would have you roll, what skills, I forget. I'd say, medicine, that would work, I suppose.
I'm very familiar with humanoid body parts. That's an 18 over here.
19.
12.
Yeah, easy enough. Like you can, there were like various bones and whatnot strewn about in certain areas of the cavern, and like it's pretty much the same up here by this cauldron. You don't even have to like taste this concoction to decipher.
Wasn't planning on it.
There's probably something living was put in this cauldron. You can only assume to be possibly some of the villagers. Medicine. I'm going to use your rolls for Arcana as well. No, I won't make you re-roll.
Sure.
Arcana check. You don't know you do know that hags some of them have innate abilities of magic. If they have formed a coven, they gain access to even more powerful forms of magic. Mm-hmm. As to their certain rituals, you can only assume this to be some sort of brew to, how do I put this? A brew, man, with an 18, the highest roll. I'm trying to think of how to describe it. That they use in their rituals in order to, be more in touch with what it is they're trying to do. For example, if they were trying to contact another plane. Does that make sense?
To align their chakras.
Sort of, sure. We'll put it like that.
Yeah.
That's how the hippies put it.
Yeah.
Oh man.
To become one with the veil between worlds.
Okay, yeah. So, man, well, the highest investigation roll was 11.
Not good. Yeah. No bueno.
Roll with advantage. So, Both everyone.
Everybody?
Yes.
Okay.
There's something we gotta find here.
I was gonna use detect magic.
Okay, well.
I mean, I have detect magic.
Well, you didn't say you were using it.
I would just.
Eyes always have a detect magic.
Oh,
we
have talked about this. I forget. Okay, well, it's easy enough to see. As you're investigating this plateau, about 20-ish feet off in the back towards one of the stalagmites, you see a very...
Oh yeah, as long as it's within 30 feet. That is a caveat. If there's not within 30 feet, I can't see it. As detect magic.
You do. You get your detect magic goes off.
Oh, right? Behind the stalagmite?
It's like next to it.
So it's just an aura?
Yeah.
What's the Vaki do?
Illusion.
It's a Vaki.
He's still behind us.
Yeah, is Vaki where around us? Do we see him?
Oh yeah, he's with you guys.
Did we see that necklace around any of them?
Oh, he's hurt, by the way. I don't know if anyone cares.
I thought I healed him.
No.
No?
7 feet. 7 HP.
Unfortunate.
Oh yeah,
I'm
I'm
out
still
of
at
here.
5. Yeah, that's right. We're all pretty
I'm
fucked
out.
right now.
Yeah.
We need to take a nap.
We'll get
Let's
there.
just take a nap right here in the cave.
Yeah, in this cave. That aura though. Beside it.
It pretty much it looks like it's part of the stalagmite.
Hey guys.
Kind of look around for
There's still some magic around here.
traces.
What kind of magic?
Maybe survivors.
It's another illusion.
Would you roll for investigation?
Did you point it out?
Yeah, the
There's nothing
stalagmite.
you can find.
I'm gonna run up to it
Can I knock over the cauldron?
Knock over the cauldron?
Yeah.
Yeah.
and punch the.
As you do, the
stalagmite.
liquid
Okay,
spews out into the ground and it puts out the fire. And you guys are now in darkness.
Well,
What did you say?
he can see.
Well, yeah, I activate
Yeah, he can see.
dark
Okay.
vision.
What do you say?
I can kind of see.
I run up to the stalagmite and headbutt it.
That I pointed out. Yeah, go for it, buddy.
You go to headbutt it, and your face just kind of like in the stalagmite.
Do I see anything?
Because his face is out.
I mean, it's just kind of dark, like you're kind of like in it. It's more, how do I explain this?
I have dark vision.
I know, but
it's advanced dark.
it's not. It's less darkness, more of like the illusion itself isn't just like a coating. It's like an actual object. Does that make sense at all?
It's making itself look like another object.
The illusion is a stalagmite. Like you can't see anything in there. Like you just see like darkness because like
But it doesn't get dispelled when he puts his head into it.
no.
Can I stick my hand into it?
Yeah.
And, like feel around.
Yeah. If you feel around, you feel what seems to be like you feel like an iron something. It's like a metal.
Is it like a
You
handle?
feel it
or-
around. It seems to be like a chest.
Okay, I'm just gonna
Pull it out.
Yeah, I was gonna pick it up
Yeah, easy enough to do.
Fucking whip it out, man.
and then come out of the stalagmite with a chest in my hand.
There you go. Yeah. You have like a fairly decent sized iron chest.
Hey, hidden treasure.
Look at what I found, and I'm just gonna throw it down.
Ooh, it hits the ground. Solid thud.
Good job,
Nice.
Signal. Solid work.
I'll open it up. Wait.
I'm gonna back up.
Wait.
I'll back it up.
Roll investigation check. Check for traps.
Natural 20.
Hey.
It does not appear to be trapped. It is locked if you try to open it though. What are you rolling for?
17.
Do you have thieves' tools?
Yeah, they are up to our road
Oh,
here.
do I?
Yeah, you have to have these tools.
Okay. I don't think I have
Do
it.
I see the lock on there?
No. It seems it is an
I thought
internal
that just
mechanism.
lets you add your proficiencies to it.
No, if you don't have the tools, there's no way to pick the lock.
Oh, I'm like, sorry. Someone's going to call me. I'm searching for stuff right now.
Agaricus.
Yes.
We found a locked chest here. Maybe your skills can come in handy.
Sure, let me see.
Lavaki will speak and say, "Hey, dude, I can give you a hand with that."
Okay, sure.
Sure,
I
Lavaki.
guess he has the. Oh, wait, did you want you're
Well,
trying to roll advantage?
Yes, if you do have proficiency in thieves' tools.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would hope so. He'd be the weirdest rat in the
Wow.
world.
Well, that's a 7 and a 6. So
Yeah.
you just add double your proficiency. That's right. So it's just.
Do you get double proficiency?
I think.
You're
With,
6th level.
well, I think with the thief tool, you just. Yeah.
I think
level.
with 6th level, you're supposed to be able to like add 2 more proficiencies or 2 more expertise to proficiencies at 6th level.
Either way, it's like
So he should have it.
it's 13. At
13.
max.
Lock.
At max, yeah.
13. It's not budging.
Didn't think so.
What's it made out of?
just an iron chest.
It's a 7 and a 6.
So the entire thing's out of iron?
It's a massive iron chest, yes. It is.
He thought about it.
I'm gonna flip it on its side.
Okay.
And take my crowbar.
Wait. Gore trap? Gore trap thieves tools?
I don't know if it works like that.
He can try it, but he can't. If he's not proficient with them, he can't add his proficiency bonus.
Well, I mean, yeah, you can use it if you want.
Oh yeah, you just won't get the proficiency bonus for it. But what skill will you use?
Klaus teach.
You just roll a d20.
Klaus teach gore.
Oh, so there's no skill applied to it. Makes sense.
Agaricus teach gore.
What'd you roll?
19.
19. Gore, seemingly not the one, I don't want to say intelligent enough, skilled enough to use these thieves tools, just flips through them. Oh, that'll work.
The savant.
Nice.
The lock is now picked.
I just wanted to brute force my way in.
Got it.
The chest is able to be opened now.
When will enough force be enough for you?
Never.
As you open the chest, you see not too much of damn. I keep forgetting how to speak. You see a pretty wide variety of coin. If you take the time to count everything out, you find 38 platinum pieces, 209 gold pieces, 100 silver pieces. You want me to slow down so you guys know what's going on?
I'm washing my hand of this.
38 to 09.
38 to 09 gold, 100 silver pieces, and 50 copper. You find a pretty hefty assortment of jewels as well. You can only assume they seem to be about 200 gold worth of jewels.
I'm gonna scoop the jewels.
Wait. This probably belongs to the fishing village. We should probably keep that in the chest and return it to the halfling.
Make an insight check.
Three. Sorry.
Never mind.
Yeah.
You find 3 spell scrolls. Simple enough to decipher just by reading them. You find 1, a scroll of feeble mind. 2, a scroll of glibness. And 3, a scroll of dominate monster.
Ooh.
And finally, nestled in the bottom of this rather large chest, you find a set of studded leather armor, and it is giving off a magical aura.
With what he said, can I look at some of the stuff and see if anything's got a name on it or anything?
Go ahead, roll perception for that, I suppose.
Perception?
I don't know. This might have just been stuff they've gathered over time.
Yeah, I feel like it wouldn't. I feel like the villagers wouldn't own scrolls.
Well, I mean, some of this might be theirs.
13. Yeah. Nothing seems to have any sort of name on it, if that makes sense. Besides, the rest of you go and roll insight check for me.
Besides me?
Yeah, you already rolled. So.
Okay. He pulls closer to you.
Oh, sorry. I thought I was loud enough.
11.
I'm hitting yellow over there.
18.
18. Klaus, would you roll? Garcus, sorry.
22.
22, yeah.
I don't know.
Y'all can gather that mid-show, it's a fishing village. Some of this coin might have belonged to a few of the villagers, but you gather from these 3 hags, along with what you can only assume to be their marrow cronies. This seems rather it'd be rather strange for people in this fishing village to own this much gold and coin and these scrolls. You gather this is most likely things that the marrow have plundered from ships passing by, treasure that who knows could have been on the bottom of the ocean. Sorry, not all the coins are in pristine condition.
By the way, I should probably cast light so our non-dark vision people can see.
Sure, yeah, easy enough to do.
Does anyone want does anybody want magic leather armor?
I mean, I wear normal leather armor. I wouldn't say no. These robes are just kind of for show.
It is a studded leather armor.
That would affect my spellcasting, wouldn't it?
12. No, it's
light armor. It's light armor.
12 plus your dexterity modifier.
Wait, I might already be wearing studded leather then. No, that's better than what I have. Can I tell what order it's on?
Yes. I should know what that is, but I don't. Which one? Okay. It's not conjuration. There's conjuration,
Enchantment.
evocation, enchanting.
Abjuration.
Abjuration. It's an aura of abjuration.
Which is the protection.
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yes.
I'm learning.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Abjuration's always the one I
You know you
forget.
want that.
I do want it. I don't want to. I don't want to put it on yet. Let's wait. Do we have a way to carry this?
Gore can put it on.
You
I'll
got
just go
two
ahead
hefty
and
boys.
Put it on.
Wait, why don't you
Alright.
just use it?
You mean you do have the identify spell?
I do, but I can't cast it right now.
Ritual
Don't you have
cast,
ritual
no?
casting? It doesn't.
Yeah,
use a
but it
spell
takes
slot.
10 minutes. I don't want to hang out in this cave for 10 minutes.
Why not just give it a go?
Wait, Gore thought we sleep in cave.
I don't think we should. We should probably get back to the village with the stuff. And speaking of the stuff, I want to. I know nobody's mentioned it yet. I don't think. I want to search the hags' bodies because they. I guess I should roll knowledge arcana to know if they had magical items, but I'm pretty sure at least 2 of them were using magical items to cast spells out. It's like the bag and the necklace.
Right, that's right. Go ahead and roll investigation.
Yeah.
I'll help you.
Thank you.
Roll advantage.
Gore thinks city safe. We
Yeah,
saved
city's
them.
very safe.
What?
17. Mitchell.
No
There's
people.
no people.
Exactly. It's safe.
What'd you roll?
17.
17. Yeah. The damn PJ. The sea hag, which is the one that had like the fins on her elbows, nothing. The green hag, which is of course the hag with like the green skin, long white hair, nothing. The purple one with like the wartish, leathery skin, like a purple skin. She has a few strange things on her, to say the least. You find first what seems to be a very lustrous black gem. Second, that strange bag that she was carrying. It is bound shut at the moment.
Let's keep it that way.
And yes, they are both emanating very powerful magical auras.
You said it was a black pendant?
A lustrous black gem.
A lustrous black gem.
It's like almost vaguely enough, somewhat in the shape of like a deformed like heart almost, but it is jet black.
Fascinating.
And nowhere did we see that little eye pendant.
Nope.
What was the
Not
other
even in a
thing?
cauldron.
It's just a bag, like a very small.
I assume it was some kind of scrying device that they attached to the fish people thing.
Make an Arcana check. I would say Arcana or just straight intelligence if you wish. I think they're one and the same.
8, 9.
9, yeah, you don't know what that is.
So, more fish.
Just a guess.
Bellister not safe?
Yeah, Shoshan will go back and make sure Bellasaur is safe.
Okay. Something else happens.
Oh, okay.
Sentinel. As you're standing over Karen, watching him rummage through this purple hag's former belongings, your sword begins to act funny.
Shit.
So, very much so during this battle. It's one of those things that you didn't quite notice in the heat of battle. Looking down at your sword, it begins to almost... Would you keep it on your side or your back?
My side.
Your side. You keep it in a hilt? I don't remember.
I just keep it in the wraps that Thogan gave me.
So...
Why the fuck did Thogan give me this sword?
It's hanging on your side and it begins to... it's like pulling itself towards the corpse of this hag. It's like...
Is it doing anything?
It's pulling itself, like the blade is like on your side and it's pointing towards the hag. It's like you can feel force pulling at your hip.
It's up to you to say so. Don't. Please, for the love of God, don't.
Do we notice it?
It's up to him to tell us.
I'm gonna take the sword out of the
Okay.
wraps.
Shing.
Is it shining? Should I see
shining.
it? Okay. Hey, well, if he's standing over me and he pulls his sword out,
I'm
it's
just
like,
gonna touch it to
You
it.
can feel it. You touch it to the hag.
hey, Sentinel, you doing all right, buddy?
Not saying
I
anything.
need you to make a strength saving throw.
Can I go see?
Sentinel.
Wow, this is happening. Can I go
Mr.
look at the
Khan, now I'm
cauldron?
gonna pull you out of the way.
Mr. Try and get down.
Protect the president.
That's a 23.
23. You feel this sudden force. You try to pull back, but there's nothing you can do as the sword into the body of the night hag.
Jeez.
You stand there for a moment. Nothing happens to you. You do notice, though, as the color of her blood this mist begins to arise from her body. The same color as her blood. It absorbs into the sword, and you see it's as if the blade is now the color of her blood, and you see it slowly seep in as all of a sudden this like blast of smoke, like the same like purplish green color like shoots out from the corpse, and her corpse is no longer there, but your sword, however, is now like, as you lift it up, you see this like same like it's a now glowing a dull like a very dull green color.
Dude.
As this like this very subtle mist is like rolling off of it. So yeah.
Congrats, you're a Hexblade Warlock now.
Do you still have your sword card?
Dude, what the fuck?
Oh, you never gave me a sword. You gave me. It's
The
at the
longsword
house.
one?
It's at the house.
So your sword now does an extra d8 of damage to Fae and Fiends.
Did anyone else see that? And I'm just gonna be holding my sword up and
Nah,
I'm
what are you
like,
talking about?
I'm peeking into the cauldron.
You just missed all that. Like,
Yeah.
what?
I'm looking
D8
around.
to what?
An extra d8 of damage to Fae and Fiends.
Fuck Fae and Fiends. Is this liquid in the cauldron all the way to the top?
Oh, it's spilled out over the ground now.
Oh, okay, cool. I was gonna knock it over.
Too
No one
late.
did. No one had done that.
Yeah, I knocked it over a while back.
Fuck that.
Okay, I'm just gonna
Well, that's pretty neat.
wrap it back up and put it on my side.
Yeah.
Oh, go sleepy.
I
Is that
think
not-
I have a magical sword.
Go ahead and make a wisdom check,
It glows.
I think he's talking to you.
Sentinel.
Oh, make a wisdom check.
And you were standing next to him, weren't you?
Yeah.
Did you see this happen? Would you say?
Unfortunately, yes.
Make a wisdom check as well.
Yeah. Hey! Got there. Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Yeah.
4.
My question to you is, I know you have in the past noticed these subtle, strange happenings with your blade. Would you have mentioned that to the group?
Yeah.
Okay. Karen, from what Sentinel has told you, and from what you can gather from what the fuck just happened, especially with the natural 20, which brings it to a total of what?
Oh, sorry. That does matter. 21, 2, 3, 4. 24.
Still natural 20. Whatever is going on with his sword, it seems that it is absorbing the blood of creatures. From what just happened, you can only assume that the blood of these powerful creatures seem to further whatever the hell is happening with his blade and allowing it to absorb these powers.
Well, I mean, it definitely seems like your sword is magical. Definitely seems like it's growing more powerful. But I can't help but fight this inner feeling of worry about it. I'm curious what will happen if it continues to grow in power.
I'm sure
You're not hearing voices in your head, are you?
I heard any voice.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding.
I do not believe I have, and I'm sure the power of your patron would protect me. And I'm gonna take the sword out and place it to the Arcadia symbol on my forehead.
Did anything happen? Nah, damn it.
Ting.
You're right. I'm sure my patron wouldn't allow this to happen unless it was meant to, so we should be fine. Thank you for Sentinel for making sure I stay on the right path.
We could always ask Thokum if we ever return.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you
I
guys
assume
wish
he
to
would
do in
have
this
told
cavern?
you about it if he knew about it. Thokum's your best friend.
I feel like he would have.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, sorry, I didn't interrupt you guys. Is there anything else you guys wish to do in this cavern?
I don't think so.
Bro.
So what do you do?
I mean, okay, so the chest. We're keeping the stuff in there, right? We're carrying that back.
Okay, so we have the jewels. Yeah.
We have a
the
bag of
jewels,
holding.
Because we
the
do.
magic leather armor. What else was it? Was that it?
The jewels, the
gold.
gold, the magic leather armor. That's all that was in the chest.
All right, so I put the magic leather armor on.
Okay.
I took my armor off.
Okay.
Which was scale armor.
Okay.
I'll put it on. I feel safe
Back
enough to
on
do
it.
it. Like I think
It's
it's
not
fine.
gonna hurt.
Unless you want it. If you want it, that's cool.
Okay.
I thought, yeah. I mean,
You know
yeah.
what I'm for?
I mean, if you want it, no, you can have it.
What's your AC?
No, literally, if you want it, you can have it. I just was worried to put it on immediately.
What's your AC?
My AC 16.
Yeah.
Yeah, just give it to him.
That
'Cause
noise.
he has like an 11.
No, I don't need it. I'm fine.
You need it.
I don't
You
need
know
it.
Yeah, take the thing and
Here
put
you
it
go,
on.
Mr. Connie. I believe that you should take this.
Fine. I'll take it.
12. Sorry.
12.
Your patron.
My patron provides me protection.
Your patron has provided you protection.
I thought you said you're already wearing leather armor.
I am.
It's not.
I didn't notice that your leather armor was a girdle.
Listen.
Magical girl.
All right.
Oh wait, we're just getting into Mormon territory. Hold on.
Yeah, I guess if he's offering,
Magic underpants.
I guess I'll take it.
Yeah.
But I'm fine without taking any of the spoils as per usual. But I would feel comfortable if we could give at least some of it to the halfling. He's not going to need a lot, but he's basically his whole way of life has been destroyed. So we need to do something for the poor. If he's even still alive when we get there.
We could just offer him protection back to Deepstorm.
If he wants to go back to Deepstorm, he seemed to be pretty happy about staying in the village.
But we did fight these hags, so I believe we are owed a reward.
I don't know what one halfling is going to give us.
Is there any?
We just got what? We just
Yeah.
got.
Why would we give him any of this shit?
Is there any other
yeah.
pathways besides the one we came from? Is it just one pathway out of here?
Well,
is there any other
Just the
directions?
pools of water.
No.
You don't know what's down there.
No.
I don't know. It's in the pool of water.
Now you can't see in there. It's pitch black.
Yeah, let's just.
But I mean, one hag popped out of there, so we can only assume there maybe tunnels of sorts. But you don't know.
I'm not a very strong swimmer.
The people could be that way.
You
How
think
many
they're in the
how many
water?
skeletons are there around?
Oh no.
Like an investigation
Is
check.
it a lot? Okay.
There's a lot of bones.
Natural 20.
The village wasn't that big.
Give it to me. Give it to me. Just kidding.
There are exactly no. There's a lot. Put it that way. Yeah. It may not be
Is it enough to like assume all the village people are probably dead?
possibly. It seems there's more than enough to fit a village. You can only assume that these weren't just from people of the village.
Oh, we don't know of any other villages nearby.
Well, they were dragging them underwater, so excuse me. They were dragging them underwater. So perhaps this is where they come into the cavern with the bodies. So maybe there's more that way.
Does it look like women, children, and men?
With a natural 20, you could assume
Everything.
that's a mixture.
Not just the men,
Okay.
but the women, the children too.
Do I see anything else looking around with a natural 20?
Well, you said you were just looking for
You blow.
counting skeletons. so-
Like, what do you mean back that way?
Under the water.
How would they survive under the water?
That's how they capture them, if I'm not mistaken. Right? Didn't they drag them out into the water?
That's what it seemed like.
That's how
but
the marrow go back and forth.
Correct.
Most mammals cannot stay underwater for very long.
They could have enchanted them. We don't know.
Sentinel can stay underwater.
wait,
don't-
never mind. I don't get.
I
that,
don't think
but-
they're very picky about the state of their people when they bring them in. What? I think everybody's dead. I'm sorry to
Well,
tell
we
you,
can
sir.
head back.
Okay.
Just thinking about if there were people that way, we may want to check it out.
In the water.
We
Just to
can
clarify.
lead somewhere into another area.
I'm gonna cast enhance ability on you, and I'm gonna touch you, and I'm gonna say, Gore, think you think there's somebody there, go look, and you have you have advantage on Constitution saving throws.
Okay.
Or checks.
our warforged here can just walk and breathe underwater too. So
How deep
That's
is
true.
kind of drop a thing in the
I
water?
mean, we can't even see into it.
A drop
so
of what?
I just want to drop a. I think I have ball bearings.
If you drop it, bloop,
Yeah,
into the
ball
water.
bearings.
You could cast light on the ball bearings and drop it.
could
probably be smart.
Yeah.
Or just cast it on one of your hatchets and carry it with you.
Well, he just wants to see.
Into the water.
Yeah, how long?
It falls for about 20-ish feet, I'd say.
Oh.
Not too bad, I guess.
It's, the water isn't exactly crystal clear, but you can still see the dull light piercing the murky waters.
If you want to do this, Garcus, I'm not going to stop you.
I think we should at least check.
I mean, if you guys can find a way to pull me back up, I will look.
Tie a rope to you.
Chink, chink. I got my rope out.
Okay, well. Can we
Yeah.
attach the rope? I have pittons. Can we attach the rope to the cave?
I'll become the pittance again.
Sure. Easy enough to do.
Alright.
I guess I'm just gonna,
So that you tie a rope around yourself,
and I'm just gonna drop down.
splash into the cave.
The submersible.
Yes. And you sink to the bottom. You can still see. How long does light last?
Oh, yeah.
It's like a minute.
A minute, yeah. It's the ball bearing. You can still see the tiny ball
longer
bearing.
than that.
You have dark vision, though.
I do.
It
have
may
dark
be an
vision.
hour.
But you're still going to be muddy and stuff.
And you don't have to breathe. You are warforged. It's very murky down here. With your dark vision, it's you see as you drop down, you hit the bottom, like some like a little cloud disperses from where you land. You can see ahead.
An hour.
An hour, cool. Yeah. If you want to pick up the ball bearing, you can. But you see in front of you, you can see up, and you look forward, and it looks to be just like a cavern that goes out. And dark vision is 60 feet.
Okay, I'm gonna light up my sword, which is 200 feet of bright light.
I think it's 60 feet of bright light and
That-
then
my
dim
sword-
light afterwards.
My sword.
Yeah,
It's
I
200.
don't think it was 200 feet of bright
It
light.
was 200 feet.
I didn't fix that. Do you?
It's
I
a
don't.
lot.
I don't have the card, but I remember specifically it was like a D6 of damage against an extra D6 of damage against goblins,
Now,
and then 200 feet of bright light.
No, I think you need to find.
No, okay,
the
I'm sorry.
card.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
it detects
that's-
people within 200 feet. my
Yeah,
bad.
yeah. The light, bright
That's what
light
it
was
was.
not
Yeah, you
200
got
feet.
it.
Yeah.
Because I made the light like a torch, pretty much.
Okay. Still, I'm gonna use that.
If you can still have your
Ballbearing.
sword though, it's fine.
Yeah, I didn't even think of that. That's probably better than ball bearing.
Well, you see like a very, and it's funny when you light your sword up now. It's still like the bright like bluish energy, but it's kind of like you can see like hints of like green, kind of like going throughout it every now and then. But you see like a very large cavern in front of you, and you see multiple smaller openings just dotted throughout.
I don't see any bodies.
Make a perception check.
Man, he's going to get attacked by these marrow, and we're going to lose our friend.
Nah. It's an 18.
18. No bodies. You do see from looking out in this cavern, every now and then you can kind of make out what looks to be like a bone or two, but no bodies.
Okay, I'm just gonna climb back up.
Okay. Like easy enough to do. You're underwater, so you like just kind of pull yourself up. You guys eventually see a warforged hand breach the surface of the water. Sentinel
I help him
pulls
up.
himself back up.
There are multiple pathways down there. I feel like we could not explore them all.
Then we can just head back.
I'm fine with that.
Oh. Okay.
All right.
So I assume you guys will just go back the same way came from. Easy enough to do. It's a bit faster this time since you kind of have your bearings this time go around. Make your way past the large stone slab. Take the same path you did through, I assume, the fungus-covered tunnel. And you come out into the cove. As you get closer, you can hear the splashing of waves against the coast. And you make yourself back out. The moon is now very high in the sky. You don't know exactly what time it is, but you can assume it's very late.
Let's just push back, guys. Get back to safety.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't take too long to get back to the village. So you guys are now at the village.
All right. Yeah, he went further inland. We need to go find that house. I can't remember his name.
Bellister.
Bellister Dorn.
Yes.
Bellister.
Easy enough. You find the same house.
Bellister, it's Karen.
It's
There's no answer at first.
Sentinel, if you
it's
will.
the Deepstorm Troopers.
I'm gonna bust through the door.
Thank you. Thank
Go
you.
ahead and make, for this, go make an attack roll.
It's That's a 16.
16.
We're
And
here to save you.
it's a door. So here's my logic behind for hitting an inanimate object such as a door. When I have you guys roll attack rolls, it's more so like how hard you hit it when you do that, and then I'll have you roll damage.
Because inanimate objects have like hardness and stuff, right?
Damn, what's up?
That's a 13.
Well, technically, unarmed strike would be a D4.
Oh yeah, you're right.
But
you're right.
it doesn't matter. You kick the door, and the lock immediately breaks, but the door, like, it doesn't just, like, cave in. Like, it definitely moves about a solid 2 or 3 inches, and, like, you hear, like, furniture and stuff, like, screech against the wooden floor, like you had it fucking barricaded. And as soon as you do that, you hear, and, like, you, like, hear, like a thud, and, like, wait, what? Who's there? Who's there? And, like, scrambling.
Let me use thaumaturgy. Deepstorm Troopers!
Jesus.
Is there a light in here?
Good stuff.
No, there's not.
I'm just gonna light up my sword.
Does he have my hatchet with him?
And he's just,
He said, yeah, I hope he does.
yeah, we'll get there. And he's like, oh, it's you guys. Sorry. And, like, you
Alright, Bill.
can get a glimpse of him through the crack in the door as he, like, rushes over and starts, like, throwing chairs and stuff out of the way, and, like, opens the door and is like, oh, damn, the lock's broken now. You guys could have just knocked.
I tried.
Sorry, I was asleep.
We worried you were in danger.
And, like, he had the hatchet with him, and he picks it back up, and he's like, you guys came back. What'd you guys find? Did you find anyone?
Unfortunately, we found not a soul.
And, like, he kind of hangs his
Sorry.
head.
Well, we
you
did
know,
find a
someone.
bunch of bones. So we did find them in a way, I guess.
But we did.
But we can take you back to Deepstorm.
Oh, bones. And, like, he hangs his head.
Jesus. Jesus.
Yeah, I don't know.
You said,
He's like, I don't know what I could do from here. Maybe they can send more people out here to just repopulate, I guess. I don't know.
Well, this does seem like a somewhat important fishing village.
I kept your hatchet. And he hands it up to you.
It is yours.
Oh, okay.
Use it whenever you need to defend yourself.
All right.
Or, for
Thank
cutting
you.
wood.
Score's mom
Or
said
that.
that storks only give babies to parents. But there's no parents out here.
What is a
So
stork?
how would you repopulate?
what is
What is a stork?
What
I
is this?
thought you came from a tree.
Wait, what?
What?
Come from a tree?
What? Am I confused here?
Well, sometimes, the capital will pay or promise like a reward of sorts for people to move if an area is overpopulated, or
Oh,
if
yeah.
stuff like this happens and there's been attacks on villages. Like, it's definitely not a tourist attraction, but
Oh,
I don't know. I'll have to talk to someone about it, I guess.
Well,
well,
now,
it is a fishing city.
now they know it's safe from those hags that were causing trouble.
Hags?
Yeah. Very ugly hags.
Oh, that's,
Purple skin, green skin, one with blue.
is that a haiku?
I don't know, maybe.
No. Wow, I've
Right.
never heard of hags. Well, you guys look kind of beat up.
Yeah, we were planning on resting in the village if that's okay with
Please,
you.
please, come in, please.
Hell yeah, I'm going in.
Now, you guys, it's like some of the other houses you guys saw. This looks to be almost like a shared abode. He tells you, oh yeah, me and some of the other guys, this was just kind of like our shared house. I didn't have anyone really special here, but
Are there any windows?
I'm gonna start barricading that shit back up.
easy enough to
Just
do.
in case.
Yeah, there's a couple windows.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm
He's
gonna-
got like these almost like these denim curtains kind of
Wall.
closed.
I'm gonna sleep by the windows, looking out.
Okay, easy
Yeah,
enough to
I'm
do.
gonna. Is there a
Where are
wall
you?
like
Make
facing
sure.
that door?
Where
Yeah, I'm
you?
just gonna like stand against that wall and go into Sentry's Rest.
Okay. So
Okay.
Klaus, as you lay down, there are like beams of moonlight caressing your body, and Sentinel just stands still as he usually does.
Just
Score
watching
has,
the door.
Score has idea.
And Bellister's like,
What's your...
could I get you guys something to eat, maybe?
Yeah,
Yes.
If you're
Go-
offering,
go
yes,
with
that'd be
me.
great.
I don't have much, but here, I'll find something. And you see him head to like the little like cooking areas. He just kind of like rummaging through stuff. He brings you guys like a loaf of bread, like some just like some dried meats. It's very basic.
Thank you
Out
very
of
much, Bellathor.
character, can I ask you a question real quick?
Yeah.
Did you give us an item that was kind of like a Hearthstone to go back to Deepstorm?
So yes, if you remember,
from the Dragonborn guy?
yes, if, it was Vorkex, the Dragonborn.
Right.
Vorkex.
He gave
That's
you
right.
basically a scroll of teleportation.
One time, no, like, hey, he said the glyph.
Yeah,
the
one
warning
time
thing.
port to the glyph.
Yeah.
And he taught you and I how to use it.
He taught you how to use it.
It was just me?
I don't
Okay.
think he taught me. No.
It's
Okay.
for all intents and purposes, it is basically a scroll of teleportation.
Okay.
Hey,
It's just-
Rixarius, we don't have any character infos typed out, but we do have all of our stuff backlogged on YouTube. If you
It's actually not a bad
wanna
idea. We
check
should
that
do
out.
that.
Yeah, we could somehow.
Wait, is that
detail it.
squid? I think that might be squid.
Well,
I don't know who that is.
that's
Chris, he's come on and played Smash.
It's your boy Chris. Yeah.
It's your boy.
oh
Yeah,
nice.
see?
It's your boy.
Oh, squid.
Yeah, like we're normally a wizard, or maybe I think warlocks might be able to cast teleportation. I'm not for certain.
Way later on.
Would
Yeah.
or able to just like use their components and whatnot, magical ability to cast. He's written it out for you as a bard. In order to use your magical capabilities with music, he's made it so that you can cast a teleportation spell. Pretty much, he's written it out so you can follow along and whatnot.
It's like a sing along.
Let's gather around the campfire.
Sing her campfire song.
But yeah, you do have that.
So, so Bellathor, what exactly do you plan on doing from here?
I really don't know. I can't exactly rebuild a village and by myself. Maybe I could go back to Deepstorm with you guys for at least a little bit.
I'll pull out my scroll. Gore make it real easy to go to Deepstorm.
Oh, what's that?
We go straight there. We just have to go get horses first.
Oh yeah, the ones who left us.
Fair enough.
Wait,
They've been eaten.
we can only teleport so many people. I'm pretty sure.
I believe it's you and up
8.
to 8 willing creatures.
So that'd be
That's
shit,
fine.
dude. One extra.
Not
Well,
That's
fuck
perfect,
Bellator.
actually.
No, Lavaki.
Well,
Can't forget about Lavaki.
Lavaki will speak up at this point and be like, well, I've kind of fulfilled mine to the bargain. I believe I'm good to go now.
Okay.
So
See
Lavaki's
ya.
just gonna part.
Yeah, man, I don't really need to go back with you guys. I got my own business to take care of.
Gore will miss you, and I'll fist bump him.
I'm sure we'll see you again.
Oh yeah, just if
Well,
you guys ever need me, just try and find me, I guess.
sure.
Sure, dude.
But so we all each had a horse, though, right?
I thought one of you guys were sharing.
Well, one of us sharing.
Yeah, I think.
Good. That means 8 perfectly.
Yeah,
Good.
perfectly.
Good. Well, if you would like to join us, like our friend showed here, we do have that teleportation scroll that will take us back. This is a nice village, though, and you have it all to yourself. You can be the new mayor.
I'm not much for being in charge of people. I just,
And
That's
lots
not
of
for
money,
everybody.
lots of transport between goods.
I'm a simple man, I just want to work and
You're
live my life.
Bellathor, the survivor of Midshell.
Bellister.
Bellister. Sorry. The survivor of Midshell.
Much a survivor, more of a coward, if you ask me. I don't know what I
Gotta
would.
start somewhere.
I'm so glad you guys came along, though.
I am too. I'm very glad that we came along.
Yes.
Thank you for
your
the
help.
shelter and the food.
Yeah, it's the least I can do. Trust me. So
Well, Bark said that Bellister could fight, but Bellister didn't. So,
where did Bark go?
Oh, he died.
Make a deception check with advantage.
Sure. I'm gonna feel so bad about that. That's a 23.
Bellister, like he's just like, what? He died. But wait, where did you come from?
I'm sorry. Again.
Prisoner?
prisoner of Hag.
This is so strange. Bark, I mean, He was really scary when I first talked to him, but I mean,
Bark.
yeah, he looked kind of like you.
Oh yeah.
Am I frightening to you?
Wait, no, you misunderstand. No,
You don't make a guard.
you weren't there. Sorry.
Oh.
You were though, weren't you?
I'm in Senju's rest.
Oh,
Wait,
it was Lavaki.
Oh, Lavaki's Lavaki's like, yeah, dude, he bit the dust.
Why is everybody jumping in on this?
This is fantastic.
He's like, you have my sincerest condolences. I didn't promise I'd. If there's anything I could have done.
He fought well.
He'll be in my thoughts. Thank you.
I've heard from them that he's a pretty good guy.
Yeah.
Wait, Gore heard from them. Sorry. Gore heard from them that Bark's a pretty good
He knew
guy.
what it was all about.
Well, I'm gonna try and get some more sleep, guys. You should do the
sounds
same.
good.
You look really beat up.
Yeah, we should rest.
Just slightly.
So, are you going to identify those items?
I suppose I can before we sleep,
Okay. Well,
if you're okay with that.
I'll expedite it. You take the
Okay.
time to ritual cast identify. You find out it is studded leather armor of fire resistance.
Nice.
Oh, cool. Well, yeah, you should probably have it. I already have fire resistance.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Being a tiefling and all.
But also, I will say, I remember when you guys first encountered the warehouse in Deepstorm, you found, I don't know if I told you, but you found that strange oil. Sorry, the laptop.
Oh, I thought that was my computer. It's like, what?
You found that strange oil, and like the other potion was like a green liquid. Did you guys
it was
ever
green
identify
viscous?
that?
Yeah, one was a potion of etherealness. I don't remember what the other one was.
I don't think you identified it. I think you were gonna wait, but you never did.
I remember the potion of etherealness for sure. I don't remember a green one.
I remember the green one, but I don't remember what it was.
I don't think we did.
I thought one of you just drank it.
No.
No.
I remember you guys had someone do it, and then
Oh, do we have the
viscous
other guy?
liquid.
That
but
was the female.
Yeah.
you
Oh,
guys
was it
never.
female?
It was Jesse, I believe.
Jesse.
It was a male.
I thought Jesse was a guy.
It was a
Yeah.
male.
Oh, yeah.
Jesse.
But I'll say that you also take the time to do that one.
Thank you. Yeah, I probably.
So the first one was oil of etherealness,
Yeah.
and the strange green liquid is a potion of poison resistance. So there's
Neat.
that.
What about the gem?
The
and
black gem.
Oh, are you going to identify
bag.
that? Okay. You are going to identify those.
Now I'm not sure. But yeah, no,
I just
that's
want to
what-
make sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the black gem you find using the identify spell, which I assume you'll share this with everyone.
I will.
It is a heart stone. It is something that night hags carry with them, and it allows them to enter the ethereal plane. To become ethereal. You would know.
Oh, that's what happened when she went. Okay, cool.
You know that the touch of a heartstone cures any disease.
Does
Cure curses.
your character have that, by the way, or did I put that in the bag of holding?
I wrote it down.
Okay.
Whoever can have it can have it.
You got it.
So
Sure.
the small, like dingy looking bag is a soul bag.
Soul
Full
bag.
bag.
Yes.
Fascinating.
So go ahead and roll an intelligence check, all of you.
Okay. Give me one moment while I properly write this down.
There's a tan.
Tan. Did you roll, Aggie?
16.
16.
Intelligence.
It's all
Yeah.
And
14.
what was the gem? The heartstone.
It's called a heartstone.
Heart.
The soul bag. So you know, you've learned about some hags. You know, 16 night hags. They get their name for a reason. They haunt the dreams of individuals if they wish to torture them, for the most part. Doing so, like, for the most part, when they do that, it'll eventually drive the person insane, and then they'll die. But a soul bag. So if a evil humanoid dies from the result of their nightmare haunting, this like I said, this dingy sag, it will catch that person's soul. Go ahead and, for the purpose of this, roll an investigation check.
Yikes. 7, 8. 8.
I'd say with advantage because you're all kind of looking
Yep.
at this.
17.
17, not better.
Better.
Inspecting this this bag at a closer proximity, it's not just a dingy sack. It looks like it's stitched together of like flesh. But it holds an evil soul, pretty much.
Is it a kangaroo scrotum?
So it's holding an evil soul?
It has the capability of holding an evil soul, and only one at a time.
Only one at a time.
Does have one in there though?
Am I privy to how it functions at all, or no?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
I thought the identify spell you learn how to operate.
I need to sanctify this bag, guys, if you don't mind. So
Are you gonna tell us about it?
yeah.
I would assume so.
This
Is there?
this soul bag has this sack of flesh has a evil soul inside of it, and it must be dealt with
It has one inside.
post haste. Yes.
So, is that the thing that they used for the ritual? Or is that what they were using the ritual for?
I think it was just an item that the night hag was using.
Okay.
I don't think it has anything to do with the ritual. So I'm gonna take on a prayer card. I can't open it at all, right? Or
You can try.
no, I don't want to try it. Man, how do I do this?
What are you attempting to do? Is my question.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. I don't want to damage the bag because I'm worried what'll happen. You said it seems like it's stitched together of flesh, right?
It is.
It is. That's flesh I'm holding. Okay, that's cool. Well, anybody got a lighter?
Yeah, I have a spark tool.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Roar has spark tool.
I want to try to burn the symbol of Arcadia into the bag
Okay.
because I don't want to puncture it, but I need to.
For that, I would have you make a dexterity check.
Okay, I can work with that.
You can be dexterous enough to
Hey!
not.
Oh
rupture.
no! No!
And now we all die from this evil soul.
5?
Okay.
Wait, sorry, no. Apologize. 4.
Damn.
Okay. So, as you
Why?
are you
What do you mean you gotta?
are you
I
using
gotta!
are you using the spark tool to do so?
So how does that work exactly?
I assume it just makes a spark.
It
Wait,
doesn't
spark hole is just.
I
Yeah.
can just light something on fire and just
Yeah,
kind of
right.
burn
Oh, wait,
it.
I don't
into
know.
it.
That's what you gave me a long time ago. It's just what you call it.
I imagine I can light. It's like a flint and
It was
steel.
whenever I got the Molotov cocktail thing.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
like a flint
I
and
forgot.
steel.
Yeah, it's
So
basically flint and steel.
I can light like something on fire and try to burn it into wood burning, if you will,
Sure.
but flesh burning.
Either way.
Okay.
You
Go
just
for it.
char something and use that charcoal to write on it.
No, it's got to be permanent. That can rub off.
It's already been done. So,
I'm sorry.
I will say that you like find like a small like rag and fix it like a piece of wood so you can have like a giant match almost, I suppose. As you use your spark tool to light it up, and you begin to try and brand the symbol of your patron to this soul bag. It's rough. You start to, and you get about halfway done, and like you kind of leave it in. Excuse me. You leave it in a spot for just a little too long, and you see it's more or less see, and you hear like this like sizzling and like begins to smoke profusely, and all of a sudden like the whole bag just like erupts in flames.
Damn. Well, I guess it's burning my hand. I'm gonna drop it. I
Are
guess
you gonna drop it? And the bag is just like on
it's on fire.
Can I catch it?
Oh shit. Can I do thaumaturgy to dim the fire?
I could just put it out.
I mean, it dims it, but it's still on fire.
just gonna
If you're
put it
trying to catch it, make a dexterity saving
Can I
throw.
just put the fire out?
How?
With Druidcraft, I have Druidcraft.
What does that do exactly?
I can snuff out up to small campfires. So I don't, unless this is bigger than a campfire.
Sure. Go ahead and roll your dex save.
I would probably try to do that as soon as I see it catch on fire.
That'd be
Can
great.
I-
You're trying
can
to
I
catch
roll
it.
like
It's
a-
going out.
can I-
He said he was gonna try and catch it first.
Okay. Well,
He also said he was throwing it first.
well, yeah, I want to put it out either way.
Huh, we'll get
Saving throw or
saving throw.
Okay, so 24.
Yeah, you it's Karen like and like toss it. You grab it, and it's like it's pot potato, and then you cast your druid craft. And the fire goes out.
Oh, it's fine.
The fire is out, and the bag is still pretty hot, but it's like it's looking worse for wear.
Our group is not good with fire. Just want to remind everybody.
I mean, I'm pretty resistant.
Gordon will like fire.
The field that we burned is not resistant to fire.
It's not the symbol's not done yet, though, right?
No, the bag is scorched completely.
Oh, it's scorched completely.
Yeah, it was on fire. But it's looking worse for wear. Like it.
I'm sure that was just my patron purifying the bag. We're good to go. It'll be fine.
So what are you guys doing with the bag?
Gordon will like.
Is
I mean,
it still sealed?
I'll hold
Is it a
on to
sealed
it.
bag?
It is currently sealed. Yes.
Okay.
I mean, I don't mind holding on to it. It's my responsibility now, I suppose.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's go.
So we've slept.
Assume you take your long rest.
Yeah.
You wake to the sound of chirping outside, and you hear the coastal waves. The waves splashing against the coast and the pier. And you awake. You have a long rest in you to restore your hit points and spell slots and whatnot.
Thank God.
Away.
Your Kuzuma, what's its?
I'll wake in the morning as Fior, and I'm gonna ravage this dude's cabinets. Is there anything in the cabinets?
Make an investigation check. As you do, everyone's waking up now, and then Bellistor wakes up and he's like, "What? Hey, who are you?" And he's like, he's tugging on your 4.
Yeah.
He's tugging on your leg. Nothing too particular. You find like various jars of like you find like some pickled vegetables and whatnot. But he's tugging on. He's like, "Hey, who is this guy? Help!
Oi, get off me, fucking lad!"
But you can't just barge into this house. These people saved this village. Who are you?"
I gotta save this village too. You half dumb wit. Get out of me way. I'm trying to make us some food.
He's looking at the rest of you. He's like, "Oh, what? So,
You get used to it after a while.
what do you mean?"
Oh, don't worry. Gore died.
Gore isn't dead. Gore right here.
Make a deception
Gordon's
check.
fucking dead, you idiot.
Make a deception
God.
check with disadvantage.
Why did I keep doing this? It's such a bad idea. Damn it. I can't even hit the screen.
Wow, you actually rolled really good.
Yes.
That's a 20.
A flaccid 20.
Fucking killed Gordon myself.
Okay, well, even with the 20, he's like sitting there. He's looking. He's like, "Wait." You can see like things turning in his head. He's like, "What? Wait, you, dude? He turned into the guy scary."
And then I'll flash bark for just a second. Oh, hey there. And then I'm gonna flash back to Fjord.
What? And he's like looking at you now, and he's like, "What are you?"
Like you said, you get fucking used to it. It'll be alright.
Man, I missed you. It's been a while.
He's just like he's silent. He's just Bellister, no questions. They saved you. Just let it happen. Okay. So when are we heading
strong
out?
man, Bellistor.
When are we heading out? When
What do we got the scroll so we can head on out and
Let's go
get the horses and we can get on out?
All right, cool. I'll let you guys lead the way. And like you see now, he's kind of dressed in these like traveling clothes. He's made like a makeshift, not so much sheath as like a holder for the hatchet you gave him. It's like it's strapped to his back, and you see it's kind of weighing him down a bit. But I'm ready, you know.
I just want to point out that we are a venturing party that's about to take a halfling on an adventure.
A teleporting.
It's only to the edge of town.
I guess so.
I'm going on an adventure.
Yeah.
Alright, but I'm taking any fucking vegetables. I grab the jar of pickled vegetables.
Go ahead and take them. I'm not going to need them.
You got any more food in here?
Oh, well, I gave you guys the rest of it last night for the most part. Like I said, there's those. I'm not a fan of pickled vegetables.
How much money did we find?
It was
Oh yeah, well, I assume we
38
tallied that up
platinum,
last night.
209 gold, 100 silver, and 50 copper.
Which the three of you distribute amongst yourselves if you wish.
38 divided by 4.
Karen's still not taking any of that money.
I don't need it.
Was that 6?
I'm holding by my principles
38 divided by 4 is like
until I finally
seven,
don't.
it's like 9.
It's like 9. Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's 9 something.
9 point whatever.
I already burnt the scrote
9
sack.
to
So
9.
9 times 4 is 36.
Yeah.
Right? I'm not stupid, am I?
now you got it.
Okay.
Yes, you are.
Shit.
Nah, BJ, you're a genius, man.
The remainder can go toward Karen's fund.
Well, I believe
Well, I appreciate
Agaricus is still keeping a Karen fund at hand.
Yeah.
Okay, so 9 platinum, 52 gold, 25 silver, and
I don't need the silver or the copper.
But
How
I
many
bet
gold?
Store could use it.
52 gold?
yeah, 52 gold, 25 silver.
I'm gonna remove the shit from the door and go out and see if I can find the horses.
Hey, easy enough. They're still out there. It seems like they've wandered off a little bit, just grazing, but nothing's bothered them.
Is it how's the day?
It's clear weather, sunny outside.
Fantastic.
It's still pretty chilly outside, though. You remember?
No
those
way to
snow-
tell that we dug up a baby's bony body.
We did it. We did it with reverence.
You did it with reverence.
I try to inscribe Karen's patron on them
I respect
with my
it.
forehead.
I respect it. I may not agree with it, but I respect it. May not agree with you doing what you do, but I'll defend to the death your right to do it.
Excuse me, Ballista.
A Bellister.
That's not gonna mess me up.
Were you serious?
You're coming back to town with us,
That was a joke.
correct?
Yeah, that'd be. I don't know where else to go.
Do you have any money?
I got a couple.
Any way to start fresh?
Well, I'd like less. How do I put this? I'm hoping that they'll just let me maybe lead the front on restarting mid-shell. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Well, we'll definitely put in a good word for you if they.
All right, we'll
if
get
they
behind
have
it
us.
on that.
Here, either way,
I
here's.
got a couple silver.
I'm gonna give him 20 gold.
But his eyes go wide. Like, what?
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
It'll help you start a new life.
Good man, Agar.
Oh, thank you. And he takes it and like
You
opens up
say
the
he's a good
satchel.
man, but it's coming out of your pocket.
It's both of us.
That's fine.
Thank you so much.
You could thank Karen too. He doesn't keep track of
I
his
thank all
gold,
of you
but
equally.
it's his.
I could have been
I just want to.
killed by
I do
those
have
things.
my own collection of gold there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, you could have been killed with that gore
I thought it was
or
bark.
bark.
Don't try and fool me again, sir.
They're both dead. Or
So-
maybe they're all just figments of your imagination. You'll never know.
I'm not listening. To I'm off trying to find my black horse.
Yeah, you find them easy enough.
Oh yeah, we tied him up. Like at the beginning of the town.
I told him to stay as well.
Alright. Let's get back to Deepstorm.
And I'll read the teleportation scroll.
Okay, so you do have yourself and the 8 willing creatures.
Wait, we do go to the teleportation circle in his lab.
That's the one that I assume that's the one you're aiming for.
This
correct?
guy's about to have a very full lab.
The
We're doing
horses
it.
probably aren't a good idea.
I mean,
Wait,
we can't leave him.
Yeah, I can't leave Sparky.
I can tell
wait,
them
could you tell the
to
horses to? Yeah.
head back to.
You confident in them making it back?
I would prefer to set them free than have them go on a perilous mission by themselves.
I'm cool with that as well.
Suppose we could always
We didn't rent
afford
these
some more
horses, right? We actually bought them.
I believe they were supplied to you.
They could probably fit.
We could just tell them that they died in battle.
Can we just teleport with them?
We can, but he's going to be into a lab.
It's
To be fair, maybe he.
it's up
Maybe
to,
he'll prepare for it.
Yeah, maybe
it's
he
up to 8
prepared
people.
for it.
Yeah.
If not, it'll be fun.
8 willing
He's the one who gave it
creatures.
to us.
Let's just go for it. It'll be fine.
I mean, his lab was fairly
I mean, there's a
large.
centaur as part of their group. Surely they've accommodated for horse
So there we go.
That's true.
people. right?
His lab was fairly large. I mean,
All right, let's go.
okay, so you use the scroll teleportation. Okay, so you all gather around as you recite the incantations using your musical powers. The space around you, the air becomes very heavy for a moment.
If you're happy and you know.
You notice like this sphere of like energy surrounds you. The air becomes heavy and still. It's hard to breathe for just a split second, and then closes around you. For a brief moment, your body feels weightless. In your vision, it's like you see like space and time like surround yourself, and then all right, I can't do the popping noise. You appear in the space in Vorkax's study office, what you call it. You know, there the horses are like they're spooked, neighing.
Calm down, my
Make an animal handling check.
Can I get advantage so they can understand me? Question mark.
I would say just a straight roll,
Okay.
unless someone wishes to aid you.
Okay.
I'll be petting Sparky.
them. Yeah.
Yeah, roll with advantage.
I might go with horses.
So 16.
I'll still keep their ability to understand you in mind, nevertheless.
Okay, that's 16.
It takes them a minute, but they do calm down. And like you're all standing in this rather large teleportation circle. I mean, some of you are kind of outside the range of it, but Vorkax is not currently in his office. But you all are here.
So we need to sneak these horses out of here.
Message.
Okay.
Vorkax.
Okay. You just like pointing. Is this message spell?
Yeah.
Okay.
Vorkax. 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 Vorkax.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna roll a d6. On a 1 to 3, you get Vorkax. On a 4 to 6, you get someone else.
Okay.
Cool.
Right.
Vorkax.
Ah, yes.
Vorkax. It's us, the Deepstorm Troopers, and we have come back from our mission.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. I'll be in my office momentarily.
Alright, sounds fantastic. Would it be here? He's right on his way.
Good. Thanks.
A few minutes pass. Eventually, the door swings open. You see the familiar Dragonborn. Like his sleeves are still longer, and so it's like they're kind of flowing. He's like, "Oh, my friends, you've arrived. How did the mission go? Tell me."
I'm gonna rush up to him with my sword and describe to him in depth what happened with it, and ask him if he knows.
Oh, it's very strange. Would you allow me to acquire it for the rest of the day, and I could examine it for you?
Sure.
I'm quite busy. If you can come back another time, perhaps. If you don't wish to let me have it.
Suppose you could just leave your sword here just for a little bit.
As long as you can have it back to me in a couple hours, I think that would be fine.
Ah, yes, just come and see. You know where to find me. But, it seems you have some new friends with you. Who are you, little guy? And Bellister looks up. He's like, "Oh, Dad, I'm from Midshell. They just took me with them. I'm, sole survivor and whatnot." And he's like,
There you go.
"Oh, okay. I'll get you in touch with Jade Trail. He'll help you out. And your horses, of course. I could get some guards on them.
Horse, of course.
I'll get some guards, and they'll lead them to the stable outside, of course, if that's all right with you all."
Yeah,
Alright, sounds good.
"Oh, great. Come with me. We'll have to talk to... I need to get my notes real quick. Oh.
The other one.
Another one. Who we look for?
I knocked my drink over. Bada bing.
I'm not the only one.
Oh, yes. I'll to call a meeting with the rest of the Elder Council. Please follow me, friends. And he makes his way out of the office. You can hear his, dragonborn talons just kind of on the stone floor.
I'll follow.
Yeah. Okay, so y'all follow. As you leave your horses there, you can see him. He's like, "Oh, yeah, you guys come here." And some guards enter, and they grab the reins of your horses and lead them to where you expect to be the stables outside.
Doesn't seem like the strangest thing they've seen.
Bellister does follow you guys. He doesn't really have anywhere else to go at the moment. But yeah, so he takes you to that same chamber that you guys were in previously. He says, "Wait right here. I'll go get the rest of the council." And you guys wait around for about 10 minutes.
I like that guy.
And they kind of come in one by one. You can see eventually at the end, after the 10 minutes are up, you see Zet, the centaur come in with Vorkax in tow. And they walk in, and Zed says to you all, "Ah, yes, merry group of adventurers. I heard that your findings were pleasing, yes?"
Oh yeah,
I
we
would
hope
say
to come with
pleasing.
hags.
Hags?
Yeah.
Please do tell me what transpired in mid-show. For the sake of brevity, I assume you guys tell him everything that happened. If there's any details you wish to add.
Definitely make sure he knows about Morguvial or whatever his name is.
Yeah, the hags are trying
More
to summon the Morg. And I would like to add that
Go ahead.
before we came to Deepstorm, the hobgoblins that we attacked near Crystal Bay, right? Crystal Bay were
Crystal
also involved with.
We also didn't we encounter hobgoblins on the way to Midshell as well?
We did, but I don't know. Well, we guess we should mention it. I don't know if it's as relevant, but definitely the connection between the
Malgubiat.
Malgubiat.
Sorry, Maglubiat. Maglubiat.
Mount Vesuvius. Maglubiat. Okay.
Magalubit.
This is all rather strange. There's no way this can be a coincidence.
Unfortunately, we cannot save anybody except for Bellastor here.
Yes, little one. And Jade Trail speaks up. If you remember, Jade Trail is the Tabaxi, the master of trade. Yes, we would have to reestablish supply lines, and we will have to start a campaign to. That was a weird accent I just did there.
That's not bad.
A campaign to repopulate the city so we can get those that seafood coming back in supply.
It's breeding time.
While we did deal with the hags, the sea creatures might still be somewhere in the coast. I'm not sure exactly.
Yeah, Zet speaks back up and says, yes, with this repopulation campaign that we'll have to start, we'll have to send. We'll make sure that the city is well guarded, and I'll make sure I get some of my best men on it to.
I'm gonna tell him how many bodies I found down there.
Okay, attempt to hunt down the rest of these creatures, and that's a lot of bodies. Perhaps we'll have to, and Vorkax will speak up and say, yes, perhaps I could establish some sort of scout regiment to survey the cave that you spoke of, and perhaps gather some samples.
Perhaps a contingency that guards the coast. A coast guard, if you will.
I want to tell him about the.
That's a great idea.
I want to tell him about the underwater part as well. That leads in 4 tunnel directions. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Easy enough. And says, I'll definitely keep that in mind. I'll do a lot of preparation for this. And Zed will speak up and say, so, I don't believe you had a name for yourselves at the time. But Zed will say,
The Deepstorm Troopers is our name.
okay, you're going to say, so what do you call yourselves? The Deepstorm Troopers. I like that name. You've definitely done a great service for the city, and I believe you all should be rewarded as such. And he snaps his fingers, and 2 of like the royal imperial guard, so to speak, walk in. And they're carrying like a very, very large chest. It's a very elaborate, well-crafted chest. And they just walk up to you all and slam it on the ground. There's a bit of dust that flies out from it. So I believe this will be a suitable reward for your actions.
I'm gonna open it.
You open right there?
Is it trapped?
You open it, a lot of gold.
Fireball.
A lot of gold.
Just fireball out of our gold.
Fireball trap.
I hope this will be enough to compensate you all. But before we get too off track, we have some good news as relates to your family. Favir, if you will. And the elven woman you know as Favir, the master of lore and whispers, picks up and says, so, we've been tracking down Malachi, been trying to find any sort of inn, I didn't say that right, any sort of hint or clue as to his whereabouts. I know we've locked down all the ports. We know he's still here, but one of my spies has found something. A rather large caravan was spotted north of here, heading towards,
It's an interesting name for a city.
Fuck.
Heading towards fuck.
Well, fuck.
Oh, there's my map.
Isn't that's an actual place, isn't it? Well, fuck. WELFU. I'm pretty sure it's an actual place in Thailand or something like that.
What do I do with my map?
I could be wrong though. Oh, your map? I got it right.
Oh, okay.
There's a fucking Europe.
There's a fucking Europe. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you can't find any of the fucks that anyone gives, you can go to Europe.
Go to Europe and find one.
One fuck to give.
They spotted a very large caravan heading north towards Razorwind Keep. Now they will have to pass through Razorwind Passage, which you would have a map on you, which you know is it's basically like a wow, I forget how to English language tonight. Like almost like a small, what do you call like a guard post, like
Watchtower?
kind of. It's like a guard watch, like kind of like the what?
Brigade.
Kind of. It's like the Night's Watch in Game of Thrones, like the small little like village area
Like an
before.
outpost, maybe? I don't know.
Oh yeah, like an outpost.
Kind of outpost. It's a small outpost for guards and whatnot.
Oh.
I don't know what happened
Yeah, that's
there.
weird.
That's weird.
Australia.
Yeah, Australia.
Australia.
But we believe that we do have word that Malachi is with them. We believe he's using this as they're traveling under the front of being a trader caravan. But he is known to have property up in Razorwind, and Razorwind Keep, there's not a lot of people there. It's been long abandoned. We believe he's headed there.
For what purpose?
Hell if we know.
Does the wind hurt in these areas?
Does the wind hurt? It's very cold, if that's what you're asking.
Oh.
I think it's more of a figure of speech.
But if you wish to track, I know you guys just got back. Oh, well, Zet will speak and says so. I know you guys just got back.
Well, if there's a chance to find my family, I will head out immediately.
If you are willing to take on the challenge, you guys have proven yourself more than capable of handling powerful enemies, and we wish for you to. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
We wish for
I
you
have something
all
to tell you.
to track him down and take him back in alive if you can, but he's a slippery one. If you have to do what you have to do, is what I'll say. And Favir will speak back and say,
Dead or alive.
my contact with the caravan, he's capable of handling himself, but he's going, if you choose to take this mission, he will wait for you at Razorwind Passage, so he will guide you to Razorwind Keep, if that's suitable for you all.
Sure.
And
Sounds
it's
good.
about it'll be about 4 days travel to Razorwind Keep, and once you get through the mountains, it's pretty much a straight shot to Razorwind Passage, and then it's pretty much a straight shot towards the keep.
Good.
Sounds good.
But and Zet will speak. But please, take some time to rest before you head out.
Do you have any information on Malachi?
Malachi.
Any more? Malachi?
Well, I told you before. He's never been known. He's never been involved in any head-on conflicts. We never had this problem with him until, quite frankly, you all came along and exposed him for only seemed to be his true self. I would be careful, of course. He is a slippery one. He's managed to evade us for this long, but not long enough, obviously. It was a rather large caravan he was traveling with. I'm sure he's paid what I only assume to be mercenaries handsomely. So be on your guard. Don't trust anyone except for the spy, or her spy's name is Tathdar.
Tathdar.
Yes. So your goal is to get to Razorwind Passage and get in contact with Tathdar. She speaks up and she says, Tathdar, he's a dark elf. It's a drow, hard to miss. But I will let him know when you get close, or I will have Vorkax contact him so he'll know to be ready for you all.
A drow. That's an interesting ally to have.
Indeed. Like I said, hard to miss. There's not a lot of them, around here at least. Go ahead.
Speaking of Vortex, you got any more information on Durin?
Durin? No, I haven't contacted. I can contact him for you if you wish. Again.
Yes, see if that message was urgent. See if he needs me right away.
Huh? What would you like me to say exactly? 25 words or less. He begins to
Do you
weave
need
some
me to come
symbols.
immediately?
He weaves some symbols, and is that what you're gonna say?
Yeah, I'm saying, do you need me to leave immediately? Do you need Ven to leave immediately to come to you?
Okay.
Where it all began.
Okay. He starts to wave some arcane symbols, mutters a few words. Excuse me. Ah, yes, son, this is Vorkax. I work with the Elder Council in Eralia. I contacted you once before, and he's gonna just keep recasting. So,
Impressive.
Some gesture shit.
Your friend Ven wants to know if the previous message was urgent. And he waits a few moments. Just kind of shakes his head. He said, "Take your time, friend. I'm working on something, but he will wait for you."
Sounds good. We appreciate it very much.
Oh, no problem.
Can now get to work with a clear mind and very good conscience.
Of course. It's very soft voice, that one.
Indeed. He's a good friend.
Okay, so Zet will speak up and say, "So, you all have your mission, as I said. Use that money, prepare yourselves. Search the city. I'm sure you've done a bit of searching around before. It will also behoove you to know..." See what I did there? We investigated your claims of Miss Penny Pleasure. We have her in questioning right now. When we learn more information, we will let you know.
She seemed like she had quite a lot of what's the word? Clout in at least her area of the town.
Yes, it's very strange. I've never personally visited her establishment.
Sure,
But
yeah.
Insight check.
go ahead, roll insight.
12.
See,
He's a centaur, right?
Yeah.
Yikes. Yikes.
Doesn't seem like he's trying to hide anything.
Big yikes.
He says, from talking to her normally, she seems like a very honest woman, so I don't know how she managed to get mixed up in this, but we'll find out nonetheless.
Well, I will say she did seem a little regrettable in terms of how she felt about the situation, but
yeah. So, you have your mission.
yes.
We will aid you however we can. But I entrust this mission to you, Deepstorm Troopers.
Sounds good. Out of character.
Yeah.
Did the scroll fade away whenever we used it? Or can we reuse it again?
So I'm not exactly certain how scrolls work, but it was a one-time use.
One-time use?
Now, I would say as you cast the spell and reality began to warp around you, the spell scroll did. Once you came out on the other side of the teleport, it was no longer in your grasp.
Scrolls are usually one-time use as well. Yeah. Like you use the magic up from them. Yeah.
You wouldn't suppose to give us another one of those scrolls, would you?
Vorkax is like, "Oh, yeah, that would make sense, yes. So save you the trouble of traveling all the way back here."
Appreciate that. Oh, and you didn't mind the horses coming in, did you?
Make a persuasion check, I'll say.
Okay.
Okay, come on. Come on.
Okay.
Throw me a bone here.
20.
20.
Flaccid.
Flaccid 20. Yeah. He'll say what he said, yeah, and makes sense. And all the horses, that's fine. I've had a few strange things come through my teleportation circle. But that's fine. They'll be taken care of. Is there anything else we can do for you?
I believe that to be it. Unless you need anything else. All right. Deepstorm Troopers, roll out.
Okay. And the two guards are still there.
Grab the chest, start dragging it.
So the two guards will actually take the chest, and they'll kind of follow you out if you guys wish them to.
Sure.
I know exactly where I want to take this chest, Sentinel.
Okay, I think Sentinel is with you there, Karen.
Yeah.
Also, don't forget about my sword.
All right. Well, you don't forget about
You
your
don't
sword.
forget about
It's here.
Well, you left it in his office, so.
Let's go get you upgrades,
So,
my man.
if you take the time to count out all of the gold, it's 4,000 gold pieces.
So that on a piece.
I
Pretty
don't know
much.
if I can get anything with that, to be honest.
You can have every drop of gold that I can offer to you in any fashion.
That would be 1,000 gold.
You're getting that extendo arm. One way or the other.
Okay. So,
So where are we heading to?
well, let me ask, what are you guys going to do?
I definitely want to do that for our friends Sentinel.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
gonna go visit.
I cannot think of any other business in the town that I need to tend
So
to.
I will say this. I remember you guys searched the city before. So if you remember Jolus the Minotaur, he did tell you in about a week he would probably have restocked items. Go ahead and make all of you an investigation check to see if there's any sort of places you missed on your first go around.
Ooh. Another flaccid 20.
Placid 20.
22.
Ooh.
That's a 3.
You do find a shop on, actually, as you're traveling out, it's up in the upper district. It's called Ansel's Apothecary. Could be another interesting place to go check out. But I think for now, what I'm going to do is go ahead and end the session here.
Okay.
Next week, we will, any sort of shopping and preparation you guys wish to do, we'll do that, and you guys can head out. What the hell is that?
My oranges.
Oh,
Oh yeah, you're
Can't
yeah,
reach it.
filling it.
Guys,
Yeah.
slap that shit.
The tatty.
yeah, we'll go and end it there, and next session you guys can prepare, do
Shopping.
any shopping, and then head out.
Sweet.
Cool.
Sound good?
Sure.
Sounds
Alright,
good.
cool. Awesome.
Thank you guys for
Sounds
tuning
super
in. We
Yeah,
greatly
it's fantastic.
appreciate
Thank you,
it.
Rick Sarius.
Indeed.
Yeah, nice to have you in chat, Squid.
Yep.
Yeah.
And everybody have a good night.
Fucking
Have a good
Australia.
night.
We love you. We hope that you're doing fantastic. Enjoying
Yeah.
YouTube videos.
Oh, and we won't. We'll be here
Wednesday
tomorrow
session.
night and
They are the
Tuesday,
best.
but Wednesday we will not be here.
Yes, Thanksgiving
Yes.
duties.
Oh, yeah,
But I'll
holidays.
probably be streaming Sea of Thieves at night on Wednesday and Thursday. So come check
Tuesday,
that
I'll
out.
probably be on Pokemon
Nice.
until we tabletop.
Good night, everybody.
Yeah, see you.
I know other games.